Hey, well, welcome back to the A Plus branding pages. Hey, we're excited to be here because our whole focus right now is to help you understand the power of your brand. I'm Dr. John L. Mack. They call me Dr. Magnificent because I am magnificent because I choose to be and I put my brand to stand on that. And this is DJ Victory ED. ED means every day, excellence daily. What up, DJ?
Dr. Magnificent is in the house, and the house is packed. We are here with some information today that's going to just take the whole thing to another level, man. We are not only are we leveling up ourselves, we helping other people level up because we know what it takes to get to a whole nother level. Now we've been doing this a long time, Dr. Magnificent.
Well, and then, that's the whole thing. I think some of the guys that are on at the top of the game says, "Hey, you have to be willing to suck long enough to get good at something. You have to find something that you're passionate about, that you like, that you love, and that you will go ahead on and commit yourself to. And when you do that, you have to. When you start off, you're not going to be that good at it. You're gonna like. I love to golf, and when I went out there the first, I embarrassed myself. It was horrible. But then I learned, I studied, I got some coaching, and now I'm a pretty decent golfer, although I don't do it as much. But the key is that you have to suck at something long enough to get good at it. Most people just want to enter in and just like, here I am to save the day. No, it takes a little bit of a learning curve on anything. So talk to them about what got you excited about the whole branding pages systems and why it's so unique and different?
Well, since we're on the topic of sports, I guess we go sportscast today. Mine is baseball. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
see,
I
and
like
in baseball, in most sports, you got that MVP, right? The most valuable player.
most valuable player.
Now, in baseball, the most valuable player is not the person that can hit the home run.
Mm, what you talking about? Why not?
It's the one that can hit the grand slams.
Oh, and bring everybody home.
Yes, because every you got base hitters. You know what I mean? Some that can just that's good enough to get on base. They're real good when they're out in the outfield or on on their positions playing first, second, third base. But the thing about it is that you know hitting the ball is just like playing golf. You got to hit. You got to swing and swing and swing. Sometimes you strike out. Sometimes you get lucky and get a walk if that pitcher ain't no good. But the grand slam hitter, the most valuable player, when you become that person, oftentimes you don't even get in the game.
So they just save you for that grand slam moment.
They have to, because at the end of the day, if it's how many if I go out there and I know I can hit a home run, that's 1 point. But if you save me for the grand slam, and that's where patience has to come in, because huh, everybody's not gonna get on base, and a lot of them gonna
It's just
strike out.
yes. And then you just waiting and waiting. And so sometimes the story about the 10 virgins and they had to get the oil and go to the wedding and all of a sudden, the five of them had their stuff together. But five of them
Yes,
didn't. They was like, oh my goodness, we're empty. Hey, you've got to be prepared
that's
because
why
that's the whole thing.
that's why the word value is not it's not the most, it's not the player. Okay, the value is what we want to make sure that we focus on when we're talking about branding. See, what we're doing with branding is we're empowering those who may not be able to hit home runs, or those who may not be able to get holes in one. We're empowering them just to play the
Be able to
game
get
right.
to there. Yes,
Exactly. Sometimes you
yes,
just have to take a step. That step will lead
yeah.
you to the next step.
To the next step. Exactly. And then that's the process. And most people make mistakes because they don't know what to do. So they do one of two things. Either they do nothing, which is a tragic mistake, or they do the wrong thing, which then has to be corrected. So the focus is find out what should be the next steps. And if that's not your lane of genius or of excellence, find someone who does have that experience, that expertise, and then engage them to process and leverage you to that next point yourself. That's
Man.
the beautiful part. That puts you into a position where now you can leverage it. You can make differences. You can change the game. And
Yes,
what?
yes.
Why am I stuck? Because you're not looking at it from the holistic position.
There you go. There
Look at
you
music
go.
from a whole different position. You
Man.
look at music as something that can be that you can take control of, and that you can own, and that you can leverage and start making money from with merchandise and everything that goes with it. Talk to us.
Well, now we're talking music, okay? Now that's why the Brandon Page situation is so great for the musicians and the artists, because a lot of times artists get stuck in one area. They want to be quote unquote on the radio. Radio really doesn't exist anymore. I mean, so what does exist? Licensing, syncing opportunities, jingle creation, the all kind of other things that can go with the music, and around the artist to make that artist even bigger. We
Mhm.
don't. I've been in the business a long time, so I don't. I'm here to make sure that when the artists come across this podcast, the singers who want to sing, those who want to be in the business, that I want them to understand that we can help them with their branding process that goes way beyond their music.
Yeah,
That's what we're doing, is we're increasing their value.
and their
There's
visibility.
then that's then
And the
that's
visit
even.
the more visible they are, the more valuable they become, especially if they have a product that's viable. If it's music, is it music that resonates with a specific genre or niche? If so, then you are able now with the branding page to position yourself as a musician that they've never heard of maybe before, but now they get to know who you are on a more intimate and personal level. They'll be able to know why you wrote the song, where you're from, what your experience has been, what your music is all about. And so now that they have a story of who the artist is, and now a sample of what the artist does, now they become fans. That's how you develop fans, and especially in that type of an intimate setting.
you know I'm looking at the graphics that we've laid out on here. It actually looks like, you remember, well, I'm sure you do. You remember when an artist would appear on the front cover of a magazine,
Mhm.
and they would be standing in front of the logo of that magazine. It could be Rolling Stone, it could be Hype magazine, or whatever the magazine is. But that's what it kind of looks like, and that's what we want to make sure the artist understands. We want to bring that back. We want to give you that edge. We want to put you on the cover of something that speaks all about you. That's the power of the branding pages. It's almost kind of like, you know, we have the three major corporations that we know of that have
Okay.
great brand, high value brands: Apple, Coca-Cola, Nike. Okay. When you appear in a Nike commercial, it increases not the value of the Nike. The Nike is already the big brand, but it increases your value. When you're on a Coca-Cola commercial, you're drinking that Coke. Coke is it. Coca-Cola is already a big brand. Coca-Cola is increasing your value because they're giving you an opportunity to be on their brand. Apple Computer, Apple iPhone, and all these are big brands that if you partner with them, they increase your value. That's what we have here with A Plus branding pages for artists as well as for authors. We are here to increase their value. You have two men who have obviously been in the business of marketing and developing. You've been developing artists, I've been developing musicians, and together we're now helping these two groups of people increase their value. So I really like the direction. I mean, I really like the direction that we're going. But now we need to encourage the artists to come aboard, so that way we can show you better than we can tell you.
Well, this is the deal. And the three main components, there's actually four components that we have to consider in the overall process. If we're going to be an entrepreneur, as an author, as an artist, or we're going to make money from this gigging, doing the different thing, we have to develop a brand. So most people are concerned with marketing. Put all your money into marketing, so you can get some visibility, or put all your money into sales so that you can make sales, so that you can pay for it. And it's like getting the cart before the horse, because initially when we started out, it was leads today. That you when do you need leads? You need leads today. So branding is the first part of it. You have to have a brand. There has to be something that you are about, that we can merchandise, that we can logo put a logo with, that we can say this is the representation of what they're doing. So the brand comes first. Brand development is crucial, and it is for the author. It means getting an authoritude, be realizing that you are an author, that there's something different and special about you, that you do have a point, that you do have so you create that brand, developing the brand. Then it goes into marketing. So once you have a brand developed and created, now you want to market, make it visible. Once it's visible, from that we want to develop a lead. We want to pull a lead out of that visibility. That's the purpose of the visibility. We don't want to just say, hey, look at me, I'm over here. No, we're looking at those purple puppies in a sea of all these golden Dalmatians. We see a purple puppy, and it's like, oh my God, I want to just play with it. So we want to capture that attention. So that's and get that lead. And so you raise your hand and say, I want a purple puppy, and bam, we're able to now turn that into a sale. But the sale, most people right now say, give me the money, give me the sale. And that doesn't happen because the brand hasn't been developed, established, implemented, processed, conceived, conceptualized. And that's
Right.
where the branding pages come in. Guys, let me just tell you this. DJ Victory ED. ED means every day. Victory every day. And I've seen him go from victory to victory. But the fact that he's in Hollywood and he's helping so many artists, so many just um, just talented artists, but just don't know the business part of it, and are getting sucked up in the game of it all. And so he's been able to help them, and he wants to share information that will be able to help them to go to higher heights quicker and more effectively than they even imagine. But that's not what I wanted to share with what DJ Victory brings to the table is this. He's talking about victory. So he's one of the most talented graphic artists that I know. And it's because his imagination, the box, he burnt the box and then scattered the ashes. Okay. So he's beyond the box. And he's able to bring that type of thinking from merchandising and from just the branding pages themselves. Hey guys, these branding pages, there's four basic branding pages, and the one that gets me really excited is the about the author or about the artist. So we're going to say, who are you, and explain you in graphic detail. And then it's about the book or about the song or about the CD or about the release. So, and tell them when you first heard of the branding pages, what got you excited, and why now are we offering this first of the year offer for people to be able to get their four branding pages built and implemented so that they can start seeing the results that so many others are having.
What got me excited about the branding pages, because like you say about me, Dr. Magnificent, I say the same thing about you. I've watched you over the years go from the concept that you partnered with me in the beginning with Leads Today and to now, which is 8 years. 8 years ago, we started, and I watched you help tons and tons of authors get their books out. I've been to your events to where I see the authors in the room and I see the books on the table. And now when you came to me a few weeks ago with this particular concept, I knew, because of graphic design and because of Leads Today and because of the development of people. I mean, we've seen each other from Dallas to Houston to Las Vegas to California.
California.
I mean, and we've touched so many people that now we understand. Okay, it's almost kind of like connecting dots. We do understand marketing. Your marketing is very, very important. We do understand graphic design. Graphic design will set you apart from the rest. But one thing that I know, when we put the dots in order, the first thing, and if you get this right the first time, you don't have to go through what we've gone through as connecting dots.
Oh, yeah.
we
Oh, yeah, you're right.
we figured out that branding is the key. I got the keys.
Speaking of the keys, tell them about your book, The Seven Keys to Victory. Hey, #1 bestseller. I mean, it's just been timeless. It's like it's 8 years old, no, it's 7 or 8 years old, but this is a timeless book, and he's coming out with a new book soon because we believe in this, the BCO, the book course offer, and even the artists, they need a book. Everybody needs a book because the book is gonna now put you out there as an authority or as an influencer or someone of value that with something to say. And so when you stand up on, now hold up, he wrote the book on it. Let him talk about it, okay? So
Right.
just tell me about the book.
What Seven Keys to Victory is my brand building book. Seven Keys to Victory. We actually put that book together in about 2018, maybe 17, 18. We came up with the words, the victory, that as the acronym: validate, internalize, challenge, transform, overcome, rehearse, and yield. Validate,
That sounds like victory. To break that on down again.
validate, internalize, challenge, transform, overcome, rehearse, and yield. You know,
Yielding seems like it's the most difficult out of the whole process. That means you yield over to what? You yield your strength, your power over to who? Yield to who?
my yield is always to trust my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Yield to the power of God and the Holy Spirit, and know that He will direct your path as well as take care of you. Without the yield that I believe in, I'm not sure where everybody else is. I encourage everybody to get to that particular belief because I know that yielding will never fail. And without that yielding for me, there's no help. Victor is on his own thing. Victor is trying to find his own yield. But victory, when you find it, you
Ooh,
only need one. You only need one. When you understand this, he has laid out a plan, and all we need is one. So when you yield, you don't just get victor, you got victory. You got it all the way. That's when you triumph. That's when everybody sees that victory, is when you triumph, that when you know that it could only be God to do this. So that's what victory means. And I want to thank you for helping me with the Seven Keys to Victory all these years, because I had to actually become that book. That's why it's taken me these 7 years to get to where I'm at, because I had to be validated. That was the first thing. I had to internalize. I had to understand that I was going to be challenged and had to go through the challenges. I literally had to become a new man. You've seen me from where I began. I know I've transformed. Oh,
from the weight all.
oh my gosh, I've lost 80 pounds since you met me. I mean,
Yeah,
and so that's to overcome, and then I remember, let me say this. I remember specifically when you used to coach me about my posting, used to coach me about what I would say on my post, and how that really, really played a part in my personal brand. And when I listened to you and I started to understand, I started to stop saying certain things, because those things that I used to say were saying them out of hurt and emotion. So that was a personal brand, because I now had wrote this book that I literally had to become. And I had to yield to the Most High to get me the
that
understanding.
was transformational, right?
That was transformational. Now what I'm going to do this year is I'm going to rewrite the Seven Keys to Victory, the book.
Okay, okay.
I'm going to go back through the book. I'm going to rewrite it as if I was writing it today. Same letters, new information, but we're going to move into the
New
book now.
experience. Yeah, new
Exactly.
understanding, new feelings. Yes, and see, but guys, look here. What we're talking about here, with with the intellectual property, the victories is presenting. The intellectual property. I'm going to release my new book, A Guide to Great Goals, and great goals are better than safe goals, are better than smart goals. But what I'm saying is, whatever your book, whatever your intellectual property is, if it's a song, if it's a process, if it's a course, if it's a class, a curriculum, if it's a signature speech, if it's a TED, whatever it is, we with the branding pages, these 4 branding pages, we're going to position you as an expert with an ecosystem that's going to allow you to pay and get paid for people to be able to book you and to buy your book and then to take a look at where you're going to be at next. What type of where you're going to plus to be able to say, hey, I want to attend your course, class, or curriculum. So these branding pages are like silent salespeople that will go wherever you want, will talk to whoever you want to talk to, and will give a complete message that is enticing and compelling, and saying, hey, I wrote this book about this. You're my target market. So take a look at this book, and you might want to book me in the process. So with these branding pages, everywhere you send any type of information out, you add this link, this hyperlink to the bottom of that broadcast or that outcast or that output, and bam, people will click on it because you're going to say, hey, scan here for more information. We're going to we're going to train you on how to position these branding pages. But when they go out, they are a complete sales force for you. It's going to tell them you need to book him, or you need to have her to open for your event, or you need to have this. I mean, they work for not just authors and artists, but any entrepreneur or influencer or coach or consultant to be able to announce you and to properly present your what you offer. Because when you go out, you have an elevator speech, and you go out and you try to in 10 minutes, and you want to put an hour's conversation into a 3 minute. Well, and that and you do a verbal vomit, and people say, "Time out." This is what he said. Well, hey, because people don't want to hear all that.
Right.
Give me a call, text me. But you say, hey, check my branding page. It explains everything.
You
So
know,
I don't. So now I don't sound desperate.
right. Well, and also that's why, what our offer that we want to make sure that we offer to the people on January, as January 2nd, I have something with the offer that you have on the table for people to come aboard. I have something that I want to make sure I offer it as a gift to them coming aboard, because that'll help
Okay.
them take it to a whole nother level. I'll announce
Okay.
that as soon as we get to your offer.
Say, we're talking about the outstanding, outrageous offer. And that's the key. See, the branding pages lets you make outstanding, outrageous offers. And the offer doesn't happen unless the brand is established, the brand is created, and then the marketing is going forward. So the branding pages is part of the brand and part of the marketing. And now it collects the leads so that we can have them turn into sales, convert into. See, sales isn't forcing somebody to do something against their will. It's giving them the permission to do what they want to do, because your offer solves a problem that they may have not been aware of and are now aware of that they do want to solve, or one that they were already aware of and didn't know that there was a solution that was so smooth and so affordable, like branding pages.
I love it. I love it. Brandon pages is the way. I-
Hey, we're talking about a whole new way of marketing because it's intimate. It's persuasive, but it's intimate. I can send and say, hey, just click this link, or I can send my QR card. Just they open it and bam, a salesperson that's at the top of the game, one of the top salespeople in the business, is going to say, look at this, and just guide them down to the point where they should make a decision. And that decision should be yes. And if it's no, it's only because at this point in the game, they can't afford it. So if someone sends me a $10,000 offer, I may not be able to take advantage of it today, even though I want to. But that doesn't mean I didn't want to. So if
right.
it's a book that's $20, a person will say, "But that gum, that was a compelling reason, and this book sounds like something that I could benefit from. I want to get it." Or that song that when Freedom does his song, the faceless wonder that's taking the internet by storm. That freedom song is just like powerful. And so the branding page for freedom is just going to be just tell all the benefits of why you would want to have that song at your next event, or even have freedom come and be that mask presenter there. We're talking about these pages are giving you newfound uh, freedom to be able to express who you are, what you offer, why it's valuable. See, because if you can't, they said this earlier that if you lead with price, and then they look and say, well, there's no value in that price. I don't see, you're talking about $10,000, and I don't know what it is that you're offering. If they don't, you have to lead with the value. What will this that I'm offering do for you? What benefits will you receive as a result of taking advantage of what I'm offering you? And when you can answer that question, then you position yourself to be able to be fully acknowledged and fully 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 moving forward toward the dream that you really want to see happen. Do you
Right.
understand?
Absolutely. I mean, it's going to move you toward your ultimate success. That's what branding pages is designed for. Is for we didn't. I don't think we're doing this because we want people to lose. I think we're doing this people because we want people to win. We want people to be successful. And I know that this project that we have on the table is totally designed for success and for people to win. And I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm happy that A plus Arthur Plus University chose me to be a professor at this particular lovely institution for branding pages. And it's so amazing because DJ Victory Ed is a very very interesting title for me. Makes sense because I make music and the DJ keeps the music going and flowing. So I'm looking for the artists who want to see their music keep going and flowing. And I know that through branding pages, we can make that happen. And thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Doctor.
Well, but let me tell you, hey, DJ Victory ED, and the ED is like it's like at the end of when they get a doctorate in education, it's an ED. Well, this is basically the same. That you got a doctorate level understanding in the music industry from a self-publishing and an independent category. And so, what we're saying right now is the offer that we want to just get this year started. If you've got a book already out there, if you've got music out there, if you have intellectual property already established that you want to be able to 10x or to just to spur sales with and let people know that it's there. Now, let's be honest with you. The average book sells about 250 to 500 copies of any self-published author. The average sales on Spotify are small and insignificant for independents. So what we want to do is increase that. We want to multiply that, amplify those sales so that people will know that you're there and what your book is about. Because even your friends and family often probably don't even know what your book is about or that you even wrote a book. So now any correspondence, written, digital, cyber, anytime that you social media, anytime you do uh, have any correspondence, you will put at the bottom your link to your branding page. So now it's a salesperson, a silent salesperson for you, and you'll always just have an italicized link. Click here for more information about me, or about my book, or about my course, or about my events coming up, so that you can direct them to which page that you want, or the overall table of contents where they can look at each one of those. But each one of the branding pages is designed to take and to become a silent salesperson. No, not even silent, a very visual salesperson for you in your absence. And this is a salesperson that doesn't make mistakes, that doesn't say the wrong thing, that is consistent every time. And the end result is that you have increased sales.
That's it, man. I mean, like I said, this is an amazing opportunity. I think the brainchild that has created this, which is Dr. Magnificent, is
Magnificent.
and I think it's something that's ready to go. We are January 2nd. Let's push it.
Okay.
Let's go
So what?
forward.
So what's the deal? We normally sell this. The plan was to sell it for $7.97, which is for what you're getting all four branding pages, and the end result is perfect. But we decided for the opening, getting started in 2025, we wanted to help you to thrive. So we're going to do all four pages for $4.97. So for $4.97, you're going to get your about the author, about the artist, about the book, about the song, about the CD, about the course, about the concert, and then upcoming events where they can see you or take advantage of opportunities that you present. So
and
this
and
whole
there's so
package.
and there's social media contact connections on each of those pages will be connected in to where your social media can match your branding page as well.
And it's all integrated together. So now you have a robust ecosystem where they can buy your book, book you to speak, or take a look at where you're going to be at next. So that's
Absolutely.
what this whole branding page is about, and that's pretty cool. So
I have a
if you
free offer. I have a free offer.
oh free that's a four-letter word, FREE.
That's it, a
I
free
love it.
offer. Now, we have these special branding page cards that actually will make you look like you're on the front cover of the branding page magazine. That I want to make sure that and these are cards that just go out there. They're just your the business cards, but they're branding
Mhm.
page cards that have your
Okay.
so your branding page link on it. And what I want to do is for everybody that comes aboard, we'll create these cards for you and give you 1,000 cards for absolutely free.
Wow. So they're going to get the four branding pages, 1,000 branding card, which with the QR code and the link, and
In their
and they
face,
can.
and their face, because the artist and the author, they all have a face and they want to be seen. And so it'll give them the opportunity to network and pass out their branding page cards without even having to go on their phone, which is the phone is a perfect unit for them to do that, especially with the QR code. So I want to give them from Go Victory Entertainment, the graphic marketing, the side of the graphic and printing. I want to print up 1,000 cards and offer that into the branding page opportunity for absolutely free.
Well, even if there was no cost, it's never going to be free because they need to do what you have to do, what you have to implement is you have to step in and do something. You have to get the page going. So there's some effort on our part and effort on your part. But when you step forward and say, okay, I'm ready to move forward with my branding page, then we're gonna deliver this extra bonus for you. And this offer is just coming even as we're live on the air. So we're gonna get gooder at this. I did say gooder because but in the next 6 months, these all of these testimonials we start rolling in. My cousin just called me. We just finished her book, and it's just blowing up. And she's just like, "Whoa, Dr. Mack, it's just." I'm like, "This it works." She put the branding page into the process and sent it to her whole audience, and now people are just buying it, and she's like, "I just can't keep up with it."
I
I
love it.
want
I
that as a
love it.
problem. Okay,
I
give me
love it.
that as a problem.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's a great problem to have. So we want
Okay.
everybody to have
So
these problems.
what we'll do is we'll put the link to be able to go through look at our branding page just talking about buying a branding page, and we'll put the link in there for $4.97 so you can go ahead and take advantage of that. All right.
Sounds like a winner to
And that being
me.
said, I love it. I like it. I want some more of it.
I love it. I
Until next
love it. I
time.
want some more of it.
All right. Until the next time.
Until next time. See you guys later.
All right. Bam. There you go.